Welcome to the finale of Blue Box. So it's time to wrap up this season and this series for at least for now. I think you guys said we're somewhere in the at the halfway point of the manga right now, which is interesting. I wonder if I'm not like actually really following any of the Twitter stuff happening, so I don't know if there's been any kind of announcement for the next season yet, because sometimes they do it right at the end of the season. Maybe there's been an announcement for a new season that works, but I haven't seen anything. Let me know if there is, because I would love to see another season of this eventually. But for now, this is gonna be the final episode of the series. So in the previous episode, we saw the entire Hina shenanigans go down, and it was sad. It was really, really sad for Hina, but I'm glad that it happened the way that it did, right? I'm glad that, especially for like Taiki, he's just one of the coolest main characters in any romance that I've seen. Like, legit, I respect him so much. He makes sure that just nobody has any kind of misunderstanding, and that everyone just is on the same side. And even if he knows that he has to hurt someone, he knows that at the end of the day, it's first of all the right thing to do, and also second of all, it's gonna in long term, it's gonna be a good thing, right, for them. It's gonna hurt them less in the long term than if he just leads them on, right? And he really systematically tore down Hina in a way that, you know, I think it's the correct way to go about it. So it was a fantastic, fantastic episode. You could feel from the start that something is about to happen with Hina and it's not gonna be good. And yeah, I also wonder what's gonna happen with like Ayumu. She didn't Ayame? Ayame. I think so, right? I don't know why I keep saying Ayumu. She didn't seem like, well, she was the one who set Hina up, kind of thinking, obviously having good intentions, wanting Hina to succeed, but inadvertently it ended up going really bad. So I wonder if she's gonna blame herself for that or what's gonna happen. And yeah, I wonder how they're gonna leave out this season. So I guess there's only one way to find out. So if you want to watch this, Uncut and Unblurred, as always, on my Patreon down in the description. And let's go into Blue Box, the final episode. This is what we're starting again. Brutal. I think it would have happened either way, just in a different manner. You just gave her the first opportunity to do so. Sometimes you don't need to say anything. Sometimes you just need to be there. No need to say anything, Ayame. Oh, the tissues always remind me of Dangers in My Heart. Oh, that face. Oh, everyone's crying. It's like when babies get together and one of them starts crying, and then all of them start crying. Oh. He does. That's fair. Wow. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like being jealous of someone for feeling a strong emotion in general is pretty normal. Like, you see people being really passionate about something and you're like, damn, I'm really jealous of the passion that you show for this one thing here. You know? I get that. Even so, それでも
愛い柄だな。これ妹の。俺、先体育館行ってるわ。練習30分後だぞ。サブ練したくて。そう。
You did good, Inamata. You did good.
間違ってない。
うん。
はっきりさせない方が辛いんだ。
Yep. Yep.
私はいいって言ってるじゃん。
Obviously, you would feel bad about it, but it was the right thing to do. Nice!
最終日でも動きは鈍ってなさそうだな。
I love this guy.
これ式のことでへばってたら勝てないので。お、いいね。
おー。
じゃあ、一試合願おうか。ラブオールプレイ、お願いします。
Practice match. Oh, come on!
西田起こしてきてくんね。はい。
Nishida's still sleeping. Of course he is. Ah. It's a learning experience for everyone, even I am now.
笠原君には関係ないです。口出しメガネは口出さないでください。
Damn!
もしかしてさ、大輝と長野さんのこと。知ってるの？やっぱりそうだったんだ。昨日から様子おかしいと思ってたけど。そっか、大輝返事したんだ。8-4。
I'm glad that he's able to like vent his feelings with, you know, playing and stuff. It's usually a good thing to have like an outlet like that, right? That's because of your headcanon. You were tunnel visioned. Hmm. Because they were friends. Being a friend is not the same as being in love. Yeah, I agree. I agree. That's fair. Oh, this is what I said. That's why Kyo is the GOAT. I love this guy. That's us. Outsiders. Ah! ゲッ him! もっとああありがとうございました。もう一ゲーム言うと思った。終わり終わり。最終日で疲れてんだよこっちは。
勝ち逃げだ。俺さ、正直お前と試合するの怖かったんだよね。ハリウ先輩が？ダセえよな。兵道さんには結局勝てずじまいで勝手に引退しやがったから。練習試合とはいえ1年のユサ君にも負けて。
I see. So he was starting to feel like inferior. Yeah.
さすがの俺も自信なくしそうだったから。ま、俺が勝つんだけど。試合してよかった。いつまでも逃げてる方が情けねえしな。負けるのが怖いとか、安いプライドがズタズタになるのとか、そういうの全部受け止めて噛みしめて血肉にして這い進む。それが強さだって俺は思ってるから。みんな強いですね。何言ってんだ、お前もだろ。
Yep, you're part of the everyone.
千夏先輩。
大輝くん、おかえりなさい。
千夏先輩もですよね。
ただいま。
おかえりなさい。
変なの。
千夏先輩。次の休み、二人でどこか出かけますか？
Yeah! My boy! Taking the initiative! Sorry, that was very loud.
どこに？
どこ行こう？遊園地とか露骨すぎるよな。
It's fine to be obvious.
前言ったし、あと何が、買い物？最近欲しいもの。
Yeah.
ジャージ買いに行きたくて。
That's okay.
合宿でボロボロになっちゃって買い替えようと。どうでしょう？なんだよジャージって、色気なさすぎだろ。
Hey, that's very
い
you.
いよ。
That's all that matters.
その代わり、私も行きたいカフェがあるんだけど、
Woo!
行ってもいい？
Hell yeah! She's building off of the plan.
やった。
Yatta!
次の土曜日でいいかな。5000連だったよね。
はい。
じゃあ、次の土曜日。
What's the point of the door there? Like, you can just walk around it. Interesting.
デートだ。
Well,
ジャージ買いにだけど、水族館、海。
it's a date when you actually say it out loud that it's a date.
夏先輩も結構乗り気な感じだった。
Until then, it's just a hangout.
これは頑張りどころだぞ。男見せろ俺。告白だってするチャンスだ。
Oh! Interesting. Oh, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't make me feel bad now.
ひなっち、遊び行こう。今から？ 3泊4日も禁欲生活だったんだもん。パーッと遊ばないと。でも荷物がロッカーに預けちゃえばいいよ。辛い。
1111.
考える時間減らすのが一番でしょ。なんか顔違くない？それを楽しむものでしょ。
Filters.
ひなっち赤リップ似合うじゃん。実際は塗ったことない。じゃあ今度買いに行こう。ホッケー、次ホッケー。
Oh, that's fun. I love air
私
hockey.
やったことないよ。人生の2割は
True, I agree. It's so much fun.
ちなみにハーゲンの新作は5割超えるよ。
Haagen-Dazs? Yeah.
私7割2割回収してこう。いくよ。
That's a big goal.
楽しませる気ないよね。
She just smirked on your ass. Taiko! Of course, some Forza as well. And a claw machine. A full arcade experience.
よかった。少し元気出たみたいで。今日はとことん楽しんでもらおう。
あれ、あやめじゃね？何？知り合い？かわいいじゃん。元カノ。
Ah.
もったいねえ。なんで別れたんだよ。
In front of her?
さあ、基本わがままって。
In front of her!
店員への態度とかいちいちうるさくて M サイズと L サイズはっきり伝えろとかもっとラフな感じで付き合えると思ったのに
Bro! What? Who speaks like that in front of him?
いい人そうと思ったんだけどな。
思ったのと違ったというか
私の見る目がなかったな。
What a douchebag.
俺以外とも長続きしてないんだよな。
Bro.
お姉さんはイケメンの彼氏がいるんだしちょっとは見習って思いやりとかそういうものを。
あんたってことにしないと自分を保てないんですよね。
Yeah.
は？
本気で言ってるなら
True.
あなた見る目ないですよ。
True. Damn.
自分はまともで
What a bad thing to say. What the fuck?
相手が間違えてるって思えば自分のことも好きって思ってた時間も傷つかなくて済むから。
Oh. Oh. She's not.
私の前に現れたら裏垢流出させるから。
やめろ。
Oh, she's not in any state to be saying it right now. It's affecting her too personally. Cute.
何も悪くない。
That's cute. She was trying to scold him, but ended up scolding herself as well. Oh, poor thing. That's cute. Yeah.
あら、失礼。
マネージャー今わざと。
これ倉庫まで運んでくださる？
Be a dear.
はい。合宿後から何か起こってます。
Yeah, just her own
何か
mistakes.
したなら。
No, it's
別に何も。
it was her own mistake.
ただ長野さん泣いてたよ。
Of course.
わかってる。
分かってる。多分猪俣くんの思ってる
Mm.
100倍は傷ついてるよ。それでも平気なふりをして。
Yeah, but let's not blame Taiki for this. He did 100% everything in the book that's the correct thing to do.
今の状態で俺の方からヒナに声かけることはできないよ。思ってることは伝えたつもりだし。
Yep.
あとはヒナがどうするのか俺は待つしかできない。
Yep.
親友に戻ろうなんてずうずうしいことも言えないし。
True.
胃の隣に大切には思ってるんじゃん。なのになんだ。
She's an interesting girl. I never met anyone like that.
ひなっちみたいな子を振るなんて理解できないんだけど。猪田の好きな人ってそんなに魅力的なの？
Well, okay, even if he didn't like anyone else, like you even if you are single, if you don't have any like crush on anyone, just because someone confesses to you, you're not gonna accept just for the sake of it. I mean, obviously that's the way that she views it, but right? But that's such I don't know, such an alien concept.
おい練習始めるってよ。はい。なんだよその質問。
Why would you want to be more than friends with someone that
って言ったら
you don't really like
ヒナがそうじゃないみた
in
い
a
な。
romantic way?
何？
いや別に。
どうせまた余計なことしてって思ってるんでしょ。はい、図星の顔。
I don't know if overstepping is the correct thing. I think you just have a very interesting outlook.
見ちゃったから。見て、どうしてって思ったから。思ったことは
Jesus Christ! They censored it. They censored it.
相手がどう
That's cute.
どう捉えるかはその人
That's really cute.
確かにマネージャーのおかげで蝶野さんが救われた部分はあるだろうし、一人くらいそういう人がいても。
なんか上からなんだよな。
初めて言われた。
何それ。うさみみちゃん、文化祭で作ったやつ。視界を暗くすることで集中力が増加する仕組みになってるの。じゃあひな、後回しにしてもらうね。
Oh, poor thing. You're gonna make it through this, Hina. Don't worry.
体育館爆破したい。振られたからって部活は休みたくないけど、大輝と千夏先輩と同じ空間にいるのは息苦しいよ。
No. I can imagine. Poor thing.
今日俺のスマホ知らない？さっき椅子に置いてたろ。あったあった。サンキュー。おい大輝、これから飯食いに。ごめん、用事ある。お疲れ様でした。
Oh!
なんだ大輝のやつ。
Is it
こん
time?
なに急いで。デートじゃねえ。何？
Nani?
冗談だけどな。だよな。あいつに限って。
Oh, Kyo looks good.
マジ？
Hahaha.
から直接聞いたわけじゃないんで。じゃあ相手って多分。いつまでうだうだやってんだと思ってたけど。
Yep, he made a move.
突っ走ってる方があいつらしい。
He can now finally make moves without feeling guilty about it because he doesn't have anyone pursuing him.
花壇の前、花壇の。あの子可愛くね。
Sir?
何見てたんですか？
今日雲の流れが速いなって。
Is that gonna be the thumbnail? I don't know. It's hard to find thumbnails for this one because I feel like I'm just cycling between Hina and Chi. That's it. That's the end. That was a cute way to end the season. It wasn't like overly dramatic, like overly cliffhangery or anything. Honestly, you could end the series here and I would be like, you know what? Fair enough. It's an open-ended ending, but it kind of implies that they started going out, right? I like that. I guess you could still explore more of like Hina's character. There's still obviously that left and stuff. Oh, that was the end. Okay. Yeah, as I said, I feel like that was a really fun way to end it. Kind of open-ended, but also it kind of serves as like a really solid, honestly solid ending to, you know, even a series. I feel like the way that they ended it, it doesn't make me really eager to, you know, wait every single second for the next chapter. I feel like they ended it in a way where it's like, you know what, that was a good, kind of conclusive, half-conclusive ending. Yeah, I really liked it. So let me first talk about this episode in all. Obviously, like we saw, Hina is going through it. She's gonna, like, I'm sure she's gonna obviously survive. I feel like a lot of people, it's a very common experience what she's having, right? Like, having your heart broken in high school. I feel like that's really, really common. So, and people survive through it. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna sting for a bit, but you're gonna look back in the future and probably be maybe not thankful for it, but you know, I feel like it's a learning experience, and yeah, I feel like it's gonna be good for her in the long run. But yeah, I feel like they, like both her, Taiki, even Ayame, they all learned a lot of things through this experience. So all in all, I feel like it's gonna be something that they can look back at later on with at least some kind of like positivity, right? But yeah, obviously it's gonna hurt for a little bit longer right now. So yeah, apart from that, also Taiki and Chinatsu, Taiki finally made a move. Kind of. I mean, kind of. I feel like it was more so like resuming, because I feel like there was a time where he was actually making some moves, like asking her on a date and stuff like that. And then the entire thing kind of paused because of the everything that with Hina was happening, right? And now it unpaused again, and he's back to making moves, right? Which I really like as well. So I'm excited to see. I feel like we haven't actually seen much about like Hina and her perspective and stuff like that, especially in a while by this point, right? So I want to know more about her, what exactly she's feeling. Also, I don't know if they're ever gonna have a talk about the entire kiss situation, because that felt like a thing that Taiki was always trying to talk to her about, but then she never really wanted to talk about it. She was trying to just kind of brush it aside, and they never actually had a talk. Now, I don't think if it's still necessary. I don't think it is. But you know what? Taiki is usually the guy that wants to like clear up every single small possibility of a misunderstanding or something. So maybe he's still gonna bring it up at some point. But yeah, as I said, I don't think it's that necessary. I feel like she gets it and stuff like that. I guess we'll see. But all in all, this was a very, very, very solid rom-com. Is it even a rom-com? It's more of a just pure romance, I would say. Very, very solid romance anime. The sport elements were really fun in it. Obviously the romance elements were really fun. I really like the entire triangle, the love triangle in it. Obviously, because obviously this is a fictional story. It's not happening in the real world. It's a fictional story. That's why I really like to have some spice in it, right? Obviously, if this would be in real life and like I would have like two friends who would be getting together, I wouldn't want any spice between them. I obviously would want them to get together. But because it is a fictional story, I'm like, you know what? Add some spice, add a triangle, add someone getting hurt in it. That makes the story so much more fun. And yeah, here it definitely added a lot of spice to the story. So. And just enough. You can go overboard and you can be like, oh, this is just bad. But in the way that they edited it, it felt pretty realistic. It felt pretty subtle and pretty good. So I really liked it. Yeah, just a very solid romance. Nothing that would reinvent the genre, but still a very, very solid one, right? No qualms against it. It was just very solid. Very solid. Also, the animation was good. The adaptation in general seemed, from my eyes, who hasn't read the manga, I'm really, really happy with how the adaptation ended up coming out. Like the animation looked really, really good. So especially the art was absolutely fantastic in this. The voice acting was great. The OST was very solid. Like I couldn't find any flaws with the actual adaptation. To me, as once again an anime only, the pacing seemed very good. So I don't know how the manga readers are gonna think about it, but I think that the pacing was really good, and just it was a very, very solid anime. So no qualms about it. Really, really good. I wonder how it's gonna go, where it's gonna go from here on out. I wonder if it's gonna be one of those anime where, like, halfway through the story, the main two characters get together, and then the rest of the story is them, you know, just being together as a couple and seeing other things unveil and happen as well in the world, or if it's gonna be one of those stories that ends on the main two characters getting together, you know. Don't tell me, because I feel like that would be a spoiler, considering that this is only like half of the manga. That would kind of spoil at least some development, so I don't want to know. But I do wonder which one it is, right? Because we've seen both, a plethora of both, right? There are some stories that, you know, where the main characters get together pretty fast, and then, you know, the story switches to being more about their actual life together and like the characters around them. And there are some stories that end on the two main characters getting together. So I wonder which one this is gonna end up being. Yeah, I wonder how this story about them is gonna be now that there is no triangle anymore. Because, as I said, I do think that actually spiced up the story a lot and made it a lot more interesting. So I wonder how it's gonna be if they, you know, go a bit more in depth into this entire story and there's no triangle. I wonder what it's gonna end up being like. But I guess we'll find out in maybe potential season 2. I don't know. As I said, I don't know if this is gonna get a season 2 or not, but I hope it does. If it does, obviously I'm gonna watch it. So I guess we'll see. Anyways, yeah, as I said, very, very solid romance. I enjoyed it a lot. So hope you guys enjoyed these videos as well. It was a ton of fun watching it. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys, and I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in potentially maybe season 2, or at least the next thing that we do on the channel. Peace.